The estate stands in silence, its vast halls echoing with the faint footsteps of someone passing too quickly. Dust glimmers in the sunlight spilling through towering windows, each ray illuminating intricate patterns of gilded wallpaper and polished marble floors. A hand reaches for a delicate silk glove, hesitating just long enough for tension to build. Outside, the gardens sway gently, but there's a heaviness in the air. A sense that something unseen is about to tip the delicate balance of society. Every portrait on the wall seems to watch. Every chandelier sways slightly as if whispering warnings. In the ballroom, a curtain flutters, hiding a secret from prying eyes. Someone moves in the shadows, passing a folded note that could ruin a reputation, ignite a scandal, or spark an illicit romance. The quiet murmur of servants contrasts sharply with the heartbeat of the ton, a rhythm that is about to break. In the library, shelves tower with books bound in leather, their spines lined like soldiers guarding knowledge. A candle flickers, casting long, trembling shadows on the walls. A hand hovers over an open book, its pages filled with secrets that should never be revealed. Outside, a carriage rattles along the cobblestone drive, the sound echoing through the estate, as if announcing that no one can hide forever. In the drawing room, a mask is carefully set aside, forgotten for a moment, yet heavy with meaning. Someone's fingers brush against the polished wood of the table, lingering over the edge as if gathering courage to take a bold step. The faint scent of roses drifts in from the garden, mingling with the faint smoke of a fireplace, creating an atmosphere of quiet suspense. Every corner of the house seems alive, holding its breath, waiting for the first ripple of chaos. Meanwhile, in the servant quarters, whispered conversations pass between people, too afraid to speak aloud. Names are mentioned with trembling lips, rumors of affairs, betrayals, and hidden alliances. A folded piece of paper changes hands quickly, unseen by eyes that should be trusted, carrying with it the power to unravel friendships and marriages alike. A window rattles slightly as a breeze enters, carrying the faintest hint of a tune from a distant piano, playing a melody that tugs at the memory of lost love and forbidden desire. The estate is alive with anticipation. Shadows flicker across the polished floors as figures move quickly from room to room, leaving just enough behind for a curious eye to wonder who holds the power in this delicate web of secrets. Every gesture, every glance, and every barely heard word is a thread, weaving a story of ambition, love, and danger that will unravel spectacularly at the heart of it all. A figure pauses at the top of the grand staircase, leaning slightly against the banister. The motion is subtle, almost imperceptible, yet it holds the weight of intention. Eyes, unseen by the audience, follow the quiet movement of another figure passing in the corridor below, carrying a key, a letter, or perhaps a weapon no one knows. Each step echoes like a drumbeat, marking the suspense that thickens in the air. The golden glow of sunset filters through the windows, reflecting off gilded mirrors and crystal chandeliers, creating patterns that dance across the walls like ghosts of the past. Somewhere, a clock chimes softly, each toll a reminder that time is running out. And the ton's carefully curated appearances are at risk of shattering with every secret revealed. The first whispers of scandal have begun to stir, barely audible but impossible to ignore. A hand trembles as it hovers over an envelope. A glance is exchanged that carries unspoken warning, and in the distance, a shadow retreats quickly into darkness, leaving only mystery behind. The air feels charged, as if holding its breath, waiting for the inevitable moment when hidden truths will crash into the perfect, polished world of the ton. In this silent, luxurious chaos, nothing is as safe as it appears, and no secret can stay hidden forever. Every detail, the glint of jewelry, the rustle of silk, the flicker of candlelight is a story in itself, pointing to betrayals, desires, and a world on the brink of dramatic upheaval. The ballroom is empty, yet the air trembles with the ghosts of dances past. Moonlight filters through tall, arched windows, casting long silver shadows across the polished marble floor. A delicate fan lies forgotten on a velvet chaise, its intricate lace edges curled slightly, as if it had just been dropped in haste. Somewhere, the faint rustle of silk announces a presence, though the figure remains unseen. A hand brushes along a gilded banister, hesitating for a heartbeat, as though caught between propriety and longing. Outside, the garden is alive with whispers of the night wind threading through the roses, carrying the scent of secret meetings and unspoken promises. Every corner of the grand estate seems to hum with anticipation, a tension that tightens with each passing second. As if the walls themselves are waiting to witness a forbidden moment, a shadow moves just beyond the candlelight, tracing the edge of a doorway where another figure lingers, unseen but undeniably aware. Their eyes, though faceless to the audience, meet in an unspoken understanding. Fingers twitch near a curtain, the silken folds offering protection while hinting at intimacy. A faint smile almost appears, a tremor of breath caught in the quiet. Somewhere in the distance, the soft trill of a piano drifts from a partially open door, notes rising and falling like a heartbeat. Syncing with the nervous pulse of those hidden in the shadows, a glass of wine trembles in a delicate hand, held a little too tightly. As the person considers crossing the threshold into temptation, outside, a single leaf falls onto the terrace. Tumbling in the wind, it's a small symbol of fleeting moments that can never be reclaimed. The tension thickens as footsteps echo softly in the hallway. One set deliberate, the other hesitant. Hands linger over doorknobs, gloved fingers trembling as if the smallest touch could ignite a storm. A window is opened just a crack, letting in the night air, carrying whispers of forbidden words exchanged under the cover of darkness. Every rustle of a gown, every subtle shift of a body becomes a message, a language only those in the know can read. In the drawing room, a chair is pulled back too quickly, its legs scraping softly against the polished floor, and yet no one appears. Shadows stretch along the walls, folding over each other in secretive gestures, echoing the hidden desires of those who dare not be seen. A key glints for a brief second in the candlelight, held just long enough for curiosity to surge, then disappears back into the pocket of a coat. Above the grand staircase, a delicate silhouette pauses, frozen in indecision. The hand hovers over the railing, fingertips tracing the carved patterns of vines and flowers, a subconscious act of seeking grounding while the heart races. A faint sigh escapes into the stillness, almost imperceptible, carried away by the soft draft weaving through the corridors. In another room, a letter sits partially unfolded, ink glistening under a stray moonbeam, revealing only fragments of promises, confessions, and threats. The air is thick with longing and danger intertwined, a dance of secrecy that could unravel lives with a single mistake. A soft knock echoes somewhere in the distance, startling a shadow into retreat, leaving behind only the faint impression of someone who dared to approach what society forbade. Outside, the gardens glimmer under the moonlight, pathways lined with statues and fountains reflecting fractured light. The sound of delicate footsteps among the gravel signals a meeting unplanned but inevitable. Leaves rustle, and a faint laugh, caught on the wind, hints at mischief and connection. Each movement, from the sway of a gown to the tilt of a head, tells a story that cannot be spoken aloud. The grand estate feels alive, vibrating with the silent energy of hearts beating too fast, of words unsaid, of hands almost touching. Every glance carries weight, every hesitation is loaded with promise, and every shadow hides a secret someone is desperate to protect. The night stretches on, holding its breath, as the hidden desires of the ton slowly creep closer to daylight, threatening to spill into the open in a storm of scandal, passion, and revelation. The estate trembles with a quiet urgency, as if every wall, chandelier, and polished floor holds its breath. Shadows flicker against the candlelight, elongated and distorted, hinting at the drama hidden in plain sight. A hand slides a letter across a table, the wax seal broken, spilling secrets too dangerous to stay contained. Somewhere in the corridors, a door clicks open and closed in a hurry, the echo sharp in the silence. The faint scrape of a chair, the hurried shuffle of silk gowns, and the distant clatter of footsteps create a rhythm like a heartbeat, fast, uneven, and full of tension. Every sound tells a story of alliances breaking, trust dissolving, ambitions colliding in the polished world of the ton. The air is thick with whispered confessions, half-heard threats, and promises that will never be kept, each one more potent than the last. In the ballroom, chandeliers sway slightly, as if reacting to the chaos lurking beneath the surface. Shadows twist and fold along the walls, mimicking the secrets carried by unseen hands. A glass is overturned, its delicate crystal shattering softly, a signal of a quiet storm brewing. A faint laugh echoes from the terrace, delicate yet chilling, hinting at mischief, deceit, and a game where only the cleverest survive. Outside, the night wind bends the branches of ancient trees, scratching against windows like the fingernails of a ghost, while a solitary figure moves swiftly across the garden paths.